Fuck you, look at it.
I was just gonna stand here sit here as long as I could and see how awkward I could make it, knowing I'm doing the intro. So, welcome to the 4th episode of the Running Your Life podcast. We're back after a long intermission. Louis John no longer has man flu, and we are here. We are recording. Louis, how are you going?
I'm a lot better than I was a month ago when we were supposed to record our next video, and we have a lot to catch up on, don't we? How are you, mate?
So, mate, I'm living the dream, honestly. So you were sick for 4 weeks, were we? Or did we just forget to record for the last 2?
We forgot to record for the last 2.
Well, you were sick for 4 weeks. Yeah, that's a good answer.
Yeah, I was sick for 4 weeks. You know what I could do, actually? Like, this is going to be a shut up Dim moment. I could add in, like, the Woody video just because, you know, I was sick for 4 weeks. I'm sure yourself, Big Red and Kai would appreciate that.
The shut up Dim memes are a new thing. We've never had a shut up Dim on the podcast.
No. Bro, so much has happened in the last
that
month.
Happened. Actually, we could just discuss that conversation. That and rock, paper, scissors. Later in the pod.
Yes.
We'll play a game.
We're keeping this in, by the way.
Yeah, 100% we are. All right. So I want to come off the long run to start off. Now, at the conclusion of our 3rd episode, actually the conclusion of our 2nd episode, and during the editing process of our 3rd, there were some certain allegations made about things found on my bedside table. And I just want to come on here and address the allegations off the top.
You'd like to come on here?
Yes, I would like to come on here. Come on camera. This is a candle. This is a candle. It is not a roll of paper that you would use in the toilet. It is a candle. I have a candle on my bedside table because I like to do self-care. And that's me addressing the allegations.
Absolutely not.
As you can see, there's nothing on my bedside table now. And look, we put this back here. Can't even see it.
That's not in frame, but I'm sure they can picture it.
Yeah, it's there. It's a candle, and that's all it is.
Mm.
And those are all the questions I will be taking from the issue about the issue. Thank you.
You're lucky we're not doing a cross-examination, mate.
Hand fucking shaking.
So let's backtrack. Let's go 4 weeks ago, right?
Yep.
That was pretty much the week leading up to
Easter.
Yes.
Easter.
And we had a week off from uni, right?
So,
as you know, and the viewers, so Kai and Lockie also know.
And Ed.
And Ed, yes.
And Ed.
Of course. Ed.
Don't forget
Ed maybe Rohan. I might have got someone else onto the podcast today. Spoke to one of my mates.
And we'll have one new viewer, which we'll get to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mate, this podcast is growing already. How good is that?
That is, what's that? It's 66% growth.
Oh, hello.
It's actually 66.67% growth. Reoccurring.
Ended up to?
I already said it.
Shut up, Dim.
Yeah, I already fucking said it.
I had to buy from soccer. No game that weekend. So I thought, you know what? Don't normally go out that much because I can't. I have soccer. That I need to go to. So
goes out
Thursday night. I went to salsa dancing, and then after that, I went to a Latin dancing night with my mates from soccer. Friday night, I went to another Latin dancing social night. Rather than reggaeton, it was mainly salsa and bachata music, and then they played reggaeton after a couple of hours, but there was that. Then on the Saturday night, I went to Alhambra. Then on the Sunday night, I went to Sigma, which is like a Greek club at track in Turak. And
sang some Kylie Minogue.
What I do?
You sang some Kylie Minogue.
Yes, I did sing some Kylie Minogue. Anyway, so I went out 4 nights in a row. Thought I was fine. Thought I'd, nutted it out. Why did I use that word? I thought I smashed it, right? 4 nights in a row. Woke up at like midday on Monday. Went to soccer training Monday night. I was all good. I wake up Tuesday morning and it felt like I just run straight through a brick wall. I just got hit like a motherfucker. I could not speak. It hurt when I swallowed anything, saliva, food, water. It was so... No. Hey, mate, don't say that.
Hurt when you swallowed, hey?
Yeah, hurt when I swallowed. And literally for, I reckon, a good 5 days, I couldn't talk. And that Tuesday, we were supposed to record. Yeah, I don't think you guys heard that, but Matt just looks up and goes, "Thank God that I couldn't talk." I mean, the world
would have been the best episode so far. There would have been no salsa chat.
No salsa chat, no super coach chat, no nothing.
No shit
Just
jokes.
Straight, yeah.
Just
no
me
shit jokes.
Probably talking about the Knicks for an hour.
Yeah. I mean, who wouldn't want to see that?
Yeah, it'd be great content.
Yeah.
So
great content.
Be me naming things I don't like about Philadelphia. Philadelphia tier list. then getting Ed on as a special guest.
So from that point onwards, I went missing for like 2 weeks. I just didn't rock up to uni. We also had a mid-sem break that week. So the week that I was actually sick, I had a mid-sem break. And then the following week, we went back to uni, but I didn't go because I still, pardon me, still felt pretty badly. So, yeah, I disappeared for 2 weeks while Matt got pretty active. So I'll let him explain exactly what happened from that point onwards while I died for 2 weeks.
Yeah. So, while Dim was on his bender, I, being the responsible member of the podcast I am, only went out once on that weekend, which is rare because I never go out. Anyway, I went out once. I never go out and I never drink, obviously. These are two things we know about me. I'm obviously the responsible one in the group. So anyway, we went to the Prov, me and some of the guys, and it's on the dance floor. Met a fine young lady who is now my girlfriend. That was 4 weeks ago.
I'm getting the receipts up. Give me a second.
Okay, great.
Okay. Let me just
Not going to act like you got them up 10 minutes before we started filming.
Yeah, and then I lost them because I swiped out of the message. So at 1:15 a.m. I've met my wife. The next morning at 2:42 a.m. I'm not going to say it.
So this is all the same day. Yeah, this is me in the car on the way home.
Then in the actual morning, I send a photo. Chat, am I cooked? And then at 11:35 a.m. Not going to say it. So, would you like to say something?
Chat, we're cooked. Not even could be cooked. It's chat, we're cooked. Officially cooked. So yeah, that's our 5th podcast viewer.
Yeah. So
this is like some type of hard launch, by the way. Hard launched on Strava and the Running Your Life podcast.
Clearly, you're hard launching on what's important in your life.
Yeah, 2 most important things in my life.
Straight on the podcast.
Instagram just got a photo of a picnic board. To be fair, that got a lot. They got like 20 likes. That got some activity on it.
20 likes.
Yeah, I got 20 likes on the story.
And how many comments did it get?
3 and 4 responses.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know.
Whoa.
I'm popular, man.
Whoa.
Mainly just called Luis Figo by Big Red, but
yeah,
he just commented that 6 times. Yeah,
Red. Mate, how do you think? Because I'm sure it played a factor. The underlying theme that we've spoken about in the first 3 podcasts, being intentional. How do you think that helped?
Do we speak about intentionality on this podcast?
Oh,
because honestly, like,
I never thought you'd ask.
Because when we like go to uni and certain people named Kai just go, "Hey, are you guys being intentional today?" I would never have thought we'd mention being intentional once on this podcast.
Never. Never.
This is what we're going to start doing on the podcast. I think we just start calling them out.
Oh, absolutely.
I think that's what our only way to fight back is just calling it out every single week.
You know how Kai's known as CCTV?
Yeah.
Yeah, we now have some CCTV of him.
He's a physical CCTV.
Yeah, yeah, and we've captured the CCTV.
Yeah,
red-handed.
Anyway, let's segue out.
Shut up, Dib.
No, we both just drove that into a hole. That was a collective effort. It was just one of us started digging and the other one just kept going. Then the other one would dig. Anyway, now I'm Dick. Shut up, knob. No, it doesn't have the same ring.
Yeah, Dib sounds better.
It doesn't sound the same. Anyway, so how would I say intentionality has helped or shaped, I guess? I think it's been a huge part. Just coming in with the mindset of why hide how I feel. Like, if this is gonna, I think it's so normal for us to want to hide our feelings, hide our vulnerabilities, because if there's always this underlying worry that if you're truly yourself and you get rejected for who you are, that does suck. That genuinely sucks. If you just pretend to be someone you're not and you get rejected, well, who gives? Who actually cares? But like, if you're trying to be yourself and it doesn't work out for whatever reason or another, and you get told we're not a compatible match, that's an attack on your whole being. So it's with being intentional is kind of like, I just have to be. Sorry, just watching you play with your blind, which the camera didn't get.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, so I guess just being really upfront with your feelings and saying, yeah, this is like, I like you. Obviously, I like you. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here right now. And just also authenticity. Just not like, I guess I've already said it, but just trying not to hide who you are. I think my biggest saying of the last 4 weeks has been double down and lean in. Every time you feel a bit anxious about something, just double. It's not worth making up all these things in mind about why you're anxious about something or what you could be creating in your head. Just double down, lean into it, go all in, don't half-ass it. And that's been very effective. It's been very, very effective. So I'll circle back to intentionality because I feel I've said a lot of words without saying very much. For me, that was just the next morning sending a text being like, I'm really looking forward to seeing you again. I think every time we've seen each other, it's been, when do I get to see you again? At some point. So just making it clear, like, hey, like I am seeing you again. being really intentional, not being nonchalant and being like, yeah, maybe I could make some time this week. It's like, no, when am I making time to see you this week? And yeah, that's been the month really. It's been a bit
How do you
of
find
change.
that's been effective? Like, obviously, at face value, there's no guessing because you're letting the other person know that, yeah, you're interested. And if they reciprocate that, well, then there's no really ambiguity about that. But I feel like there's something underlying. Is there something underlying that helps be more intentional, be more authentic?
No, great segue. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I think it was really interesting, and I'm not going to harp on about the effects of alcohol being a factor in breaking down boundaries, but like that first interaction was very much, this is exactly who I am. Yeah, I'm a bit of a nerd. And for me, it was talking about my football it was super niche knowledge of football stats and things I did on the day of a football game. But not hiding who we are, just being authentic. And I guess, well, not I guess, but I know. And this goes back to the double down, lean in thing. If it was meant to be, it's going to happen. Really, like if this is the ultimate advice I would give, and I've said it to a couple of people in the last couple of weeks. It's just like if it's going to work out, it'll work out with you being yourself. It won't work out if you're pretending to be someone that you're not. Because the second you slip up that act, you're going to fall on your face. But if you can just be yourself and be appreciated for that, what else do you need?
I have a difficult question to play devil's advocate.
Hit me.
What if the person's genuine self is just a prick? Like, think about it, right? Unfortunately, not everyone is a good person.
Well, can I devil's advocate that question?
Hit me.
What happens if they're just a prick to you? As in, we all have a different perception on what makes someone a prick or not.
Yeah, that's a very valid point that you make.
People would see us talking on here and go, what a bunch of knobheads, thinking they have the right to be able to talk about personal growth. They don't know what they're talking about.
True.
Do we have a formal qualification? Absolutely not. Well, you do. Actually, yeah, you do. Do I have I have a formal qualification to 20 years of life. And I'm just, I think that, I mean, it doesn't give me the right to tell anything, but I can certainly say things that I think have helped me. And I'm sure you feel the same way in that vein.
Absolutely. Like,
but I think what we just said there, my devil's advocate to your devil's advocate, actually probably answered your question. Was, well, if they're, to you, their true authentic self is a prick, then why are you talking to them? Why do you bother? What's the point?
Yeah. I feel like this kind of like underlines that one of the lines of wisdoms that I gave maybe about 2 weeks ago, which is like, if you need alcohol to be in somewhere you don't want to be, to drown out the frustration and the anger and the disappointment of being there, you shouldn't be there, full stop. And like, it translates and is the exact same thing with people. If you have to be around someone that you don't want to be around because you don't vibe and enjoy being in their company, well, then remove yourself from that situation and don't be around them.
Yeah, spot on. And I think that brings us to like a really interesting debate on alcohol as such, where it's a multiplier. If that makes if that makes any sense. Well, it pretty much, a way I can think about it, or just makes sense in my head, is it almost times anything you're doing by 2. If you really enjoy something, it might help you. Well, not might. It could help you enjoy it more times 2. You get what I'm saying? If you hate something, it could also multiply your hate times 2. Like when you, I don't know if you've done this, but like if you've gone into an event you were dreading and you're like, I'm just gonna have a drink, settle nerves, makes it like 10 times worse.
And are you talking about what you, not superficially what you might be saying about it, but like what you actually think about it?
Correct.
And being,
yeah. Correct. Within yourself.
Mm.
And you might not even notice it at the moment, but the next morning you wake up and go, what was I doing? Why did I do that?
Yeah. I agree with that. Because I feel like sometimes it's like you put on a bravado. Is that the right word to use?
Yeah.
It's like you put on a facade of something that you don't actually believe or think or vibe with, but you do it anyway. And then when you have the alcohol, like you said, it can be a multiplier because it just makes your actual feeling so much more intense.
Yeah. Intensifier, that would have been a better word than a multiplier. Like, I feel like if we've had a couple drinks and we go out, it probably intensifies us just being stupid in ourselves. And I think the word stupid can describe, not in a obnoxious way, but I don't care what anyone thinks.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, I mean, take a photo of us on our digicam.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I feel like like unless you're going out by yourself, which we both really encourage that people should like do activities by themselves. But also the people that you're with make a big difference. Like I was talking to Big Red about this last night.
He's gonna hate the fact that we've just called him Big Red the whole podcast.
Yeah, and like the people that you're with can make a massive difference too. Like with the exception of the Sammy Vergie thing,
Yeah,
I like to think that I'm a pretty good person to go out with. You know, I'll fucking do a lot of things. I'll enjoy myself regardless of what I'm doing. Because if I go to a club, yeah, even if I don't like the music, I'll still try to vibe to it, or like with different types of people that I'm not necessarily used to. I'll still try, you know, I'll give it a shot. And if I still don't like it, well, then so be it. I'll leave. But I feel like you can get some people. And I definitely feel like I used to be this type of person where if I didn't want to be somewhere, I'd go into the event not wanting to be there. And then even without alcohol, it's just that feeling was intensified as I was there.
Yeah.
And I think I would have given off like a bad vibe to everyone else there. And to me, it just makes the situation really awkward. And not a good awkward either. It's like a awkward, what the fuck am I doing here? Awkward.
Yeah. I've never personally felt that with you, being out with you, but there are other people I've been out with and I'm like, you obviously hate this. You obviously are not having a good time right now. But you can just tell they've had this, like, the whole night. Like, before we even walked in, they have that, I just don't want to be here. You are the product of the 4 closest people around you, but just generically, you are the product of the people around you. And it's very important to know what you're going to get out of yourself with the people you are with. And if that's being obnoxious in a university study area, then that might be that.
Silent study area, we should add.
Nah, but fuck that silent study area.
Too many ops there, dude.
Yeah, too many ops.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if I said this at the time, but like, you know that time when I wrote down on the paper and then you proceeded to read it out aloud? That the ops were in the study area and you couldn't read my handwriting, so you decided to read it out loud?
Yeah.
Yeah, if we ever do that again, can you not read it out loud? That'd be amazing. That'd be fantastic. You just read it in your head. Like the only word that you said was ops. Out of all the words that I wrote, ops. And you're like,
you know, I enjoy making you feel awkward though.
yeah. It is pretty funny though.
Like, where? You start like first and last naming people. And then first name Lewis Cabrosi just wrote me a message saying
the ops are in the building.
we need to buy a bouncer in the study area. I do? No, not tonight. You've been barred. By who? I don't know, but these guys are paying me to keep you out. We get rid of that. We get rid of the guy. We get rid of Ponytail.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That
I feel like the op has a whole entourage of people too that they can just we can just get rid of.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, we might be some other people's entourage that should be gotten rid of.
You guys are on my entourage.
Yeah.
You know how gang shit I feel when I rock up with like 6 of us? Just all on a bench. It's like, come on. Bring it. Bring the heat.
Yeah.
Me and the gang are here. I got the big red shed. What have you got?
The big red shed.
Big red shed in Mervyn. And I've got Eddie here for extra punch.
For extra spice. All right, mate. Now, to the important part of the conversation.
Big side.
The rock, paper, scissors game.
Yeah.
So, me and Matt, we are... rock, paper, scissors. Yes! Come on! The shit thing is, they probably wouldn't have seen your camera. They probably only would have seen mine.
They would have gotten the hint. They would have gotten the hint from how intense we both, or well, whoever was shown on camera was. It's like, I think they would have gotten the idea.
So, mate, after you. I'll let you explain it. After you.
So, we like to have a polite fight at uni, which typically just involves me and Dim awkwardly standing out the front of a door saying, after you, after you, after you, for like 2 minutes until someone actually has to come through the door. And we're just like, all right, let's go. So we found a way to finally address the issue. And now we play a game of rock, paper, scissors every time we walk through a door, which is probably just a lot more disruptive because it ends up becoming super competitive.
And we start yelling.
Yeah. And we start yelling.
Yeah.
So we'll walk to the toilets and you'll just hear us screaming, 5 times, 6 times. Every time we walk through a door, you just hear from deep in the bathroom, come on! And then I proceed to just walk through the door first anyway after winning and ruin it.
Which from Tuesday onwards.
Yeah, it's a disallowed goal.
Is a disallowed goal, meaning it doesn't count.
Yeah.
And it goes both ways. If for some reason I score and walk straight through, not allowed either.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We're starting adding all these stupid rules to our game. You watch by the end of the year, there's like 100 rules. We don't even play rock, paper, scissors anymore. Some other alternative game we've made up.
To be fair, it'll probably still be a bit clearer than whatever's happening in the AFL at the moment.
Okay, we're not having an AFL chat.
Mm,
Because I know where this
Mm.
leads. This leads you bringing your super coach team up. We got through 30 minutes of the podcast without saying the S word.
The S word. But, wait, we've got a few S words.
Yeah, I was just going to say, we've actually got 2 S words, don't we? The S words.
Yeah, the S words. What about the shut up, Dim? That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
How do we explain that, though? All right. So, me being me, I can be a bit
have a
self-centered
conversation and wait
sometimes.
for you to say something stupid.
Yeah. So, yeah, pretty much what Matt just said. We're having a conversation. It'll be funny sometimes, it might not be funny sometimes. It'll just be a conversation.
Let's talk about where it started. Me and Lockie were debating. We don't need to talk about the discussion of the contents of said debate. But me and Lockie were full in debate. Me and Big Red are a bit fired up at each other. It was a little bit heated, but like friendly. But and every once in a while, Dim just chirps in and like will say a random meme or a GIF.
Yeah, or I just say something stupid.
Audibly say a GIF.
When you say it like that, it sounds so cringe.
It's exactly what you do. You're like, what do you GIF?
Yeah, and then
Louis
everyone
John's the type
that's
of person that will be talking something about like a girlfriend, like with people in the group that have had girlfriends, and Dim will go, "I wouldn't know." Just randomly, just in the middle of the chat. Just, do you watch the Sunday Footy show?
every now and then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are like the ultimate inserter alert.
Oh, fuck.
That's shut up, Dim. Is there anything to add?
No, not really. Except, actually, I've been calling myself out on it recently. And I got told off by Big Red last night to stop doing that because...
Yeah, you ruined it.
Yeah, I ruined it.
You ruined it for us. Let us have this. I know exactly what you're trying to do. You're trying to make yourself impossible to rage bait.
Yeah.
Stop it. Let us have this. You're already difficult enough to rage bait. At least let us have shut up, Dim.
I mean, Snips was pretty good.
Snips.
Snips?
Yeah. Snips is a good one. What about Snips? Yeah, bringing that one back this week. We're gonna get ya. We're gonna get ya. We're gonna find something else you're like adamantly opposed to. Just make that your personality.
So, for anyone that doesn't understand what that means, I don't like.
No, we're gonna get demonetized.
Okay. I don't like full stop. Me not like.
Yeah. That's a shut up, Dim, right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a better one, but that's where we're getting at. Just doing like a random Borat accent in the middle of the chat.
I can't lie. I almost ripped the G word, but I had to hold myself back.
G word.
Big Red. What is he?
Oh, yeah. The G word, yeah. So we should actually talk about like something constructive on the podcast.
Oh, I have like 5 minutes. Can we do it in 5 minutes?
Probably not. Or I think we should say it's probably a bit too good to do for 5 minutes.
Yeah. Should we kind of lube it for next episode?
I don't mind the idea of looping it.
Yeah.
I'm always open to a loop.
I mean, that's not what I said, but yeah, let's go with that loop. Let's loop it for next episode.
Did you say lube? You're talking about like keeping an open loop. Yeah. Mr. Emotionally Intelligence locked in on personal development, by the way.
Absolutely. Big Reddit caught. Absolutely.
You know, all 4 of our viewers right now are just like, actually, they're probably not watching to this point. They turned off.
No, I think Big Red stays to watch. Kai, I'm not sure. Ed's got things to do. Ed's got some swiping
to do. Ed's got some shooting to do.
Yeah. Practicing his form, mate.
I'm going to change Ed's name on my phone to Curry.
No. Oh. That is Dim physically holding back a shut up Dim moment.
Yeah, I can feel you do
it. To do something, and I'm like, no, don't do it. You're gonna get rage baited. No.
Okay,
let's close the loop and introduce what we're going to talk about next week.
So we've actually gone and done, in 4 weeks, we read 1 chapter of a book. So we were really productive. All 12 pages of this chapter. It is The High Five Habit by Mel Robbins. Chapter 11, But Do You Like Me? And to keep it really short, basically it's about social anxiety and insecurity, and how we kind of project that insecurity into our conversations, and how I think we all do it. We've probably both done it at points during this podcast, like in our own heads, making a joke, being like, oh, I wonder if they're going to like that. I think that's a pretty normal thing to do.
I'd also argue, like, whenever I have a shut up Dim moment, that is also kind of like what I'm doing, because I think it's funny, and I think you guys will find it funny, and then it's just not funny. It's only funny for me. And then,
no, let's not bring this up, because this chapter's all about not like how they're probably not judging you. In this case, we are audibly judging you, but that's a whole different situation. We're all in a safe space there.
That's true.
This is more how we project our insecurities onto strangers, in the fact that, I mean, we've all been in a room or been in the gym, looked across at someone and go, they're definitely judging my form right now. They think I'm weak. That they're and you like stay up all night wondering what other people are thinking about you.
Mm.
Because we all think we're the center of the universe, which is fine. That's normal. That's a good thing. I think it's healthy.
Mm.
But when you just replay the sentence and I just said, and I said, we all think we're center of the universe. Well, guess what? Those other people aren't thinking about you. They're thinking about themselves and what you're probably thinking about them. So just to play an example, let's say Dim decided he was going to tell me he's a life coach and he's EQI certified. He might be thinking, shit. He's going to be like, what? Matt's going to think I'm a freak. He's got no idea what. He's going to be like, EQI certified. Why would anyone come to me for advice for EQ? Like that, he's thinking this is what I am thinking in my head. That Louis John's hashtag Gertified. And in fact, I'm probably insecure. Like the insecurities in my head are going, oh my God, I've never heard of what EQI level 2 is. How am I the only person in the world that's never heard of this? How could I be so dumb?
Hmm.
So realistically, we all project our insecurities into conversations. And
without even realizing it.
at the end
And
of the day, we all kind of live out our biggest fears in every conversation, trying to validate the fact that we shouldn't be fearful of them. Which is like what we're designed to do as humans, but it's a good little reframe.
Absolutely. And let's save that for next week where we can actually dive into it a bit deeper.
Yep. And we're not going to just yap for 45 minutes about.
I think today was necessary though. You know, a month is a long time. A week's a long time.
A week's a long time. Yeah, just got to get the muscles warm, get the body moving, stretch out the vocal cords a bit. Pause. Well, I said it. I said pause.
Shut up, Dib.
I already said pause. Can't get me on a pause joke.
Someone can.
What?
Shut up, Dib.
Like, I feel really bad right now. I actually did not get that.
All right, we're finishing this pod. We'll see you guys next week.
See you guys.